And India Today has accessed Aam Aadmi Party Rajya Sabha MP Sanjay Singh's remand copy of the Enforcement Directorate. The ED has claimed Sanjay Singh is part of the Liquorgate conspiracy. The Enforcement Directorate believes that Sanjay Singh received liquor policy kickbacks from the beneficiaries. In fact, the Enforcement Directorate has claimed in the Rouse Avenue ED court that Sanjay Singh received 2 crore rupees in installments. According to the Enforcement Directorate, Sanjay Singh, an accused turned approver, Dinesh Arora, had close ties. Of course, Sanjay Singh in court insisted that all the allegations against him were absolutely bogus. There wasn't an iota of evidence to back all the claims being made by the Enforcement Directorate. Now I want to cut across to India Today's Anisha Mathur joining us with the latest on this big story. Anisha, you've managed to get the ED remand copy. Bring us details of the ED remand copy.
Well, Gaurav, the ED's remand copy very clearly pointing out the evidence that has been given by the approver, Dinesh Arora, and other witnesses, including Sarvesh, who is a person who works allegedly with Sanjay Singh. Now, the ED, of course, has claimed that Dinesh Arora in 2 tranches has given 1 crore rupees through Sarvesh to Sanjay Singh, though that money was dropped off. It was handed over to Sarvesh Mishra at Sanjay Singh's place in North Avenue. Another incident that has been cited by the ED is that in March and April 2022, cash had been collected from Abhishek Boinpalli's office and sent to Dinesh Arora's office. And Dinesh Arora's testimony is what this entire allegation against Sanjay Singh really hinges on. He is also said that Sanjay Singh had assured to get changes in the liquor policy through Manish Sisodia in the existing excise policy. That's Vivek Tyagi, who's currently the parliamentary assistant to Sanjay Singh, was also involved in this transaction. So a lot of allegations are being made by the ED in this particular remand application. But 5 days custody has been given of Sanjay Singh to the Enforcement Directorate. At the same time, Sanjay Singh's lawyers saying that the only evidence is the statement of the approver, which is not enough evidence, that they did not need custody of Sanjay Singh to confront him with the electronic evidence. We're also being joined by Mr. Somnath Bharti, who's a party leader and a lawyer. So ED very clearly saying that there is evidence, there are witnesses to say that money was dropped off through a person who works with Sanjay Singh at Sanjay Singh's office, and there are CDRs, call detail records, etc. as well. How do you see this?
It's been 15 months. Has the investigation brought any recovery of a penny? Has they been able to find money trail? Has they been able to find any evidence of any kind? This case is such simple for your audience, I'm telling you. There are 4 people, let's say you catch them, and one of them you beat around. You, tear his eardrums, you break his tooth, you break his leg, you threaten his family and tell him that if you don't become approver, if you don't take their names, I'll put you indefinitely behind bar. And that was the reason when on 1st of August, under this agreement with the ED, he became the approver. On 14th August, he took the name of Sanjay Singh. But prior to that,
the ED is also saying that there are call detail records. One second.
8-9 times, 8-9 statements prior to the statement where Sanjay Singh's name was taken. There is not a whisper of Sanjay Singh's name. Rather, when Dinesh Arora was confronted, that has Sanjay Singh taken any money? They said, no, never.
But there is also, the ED is saying there were MOUs that were signed, there were meetings that were held. The ED remand application is very clear that the MOU, etc., was signed, the shares were, there were share transfers that took place. All of that points towards benefits being given to certain person and Mr. Sanjay Singh being involved in that transaction.
ED mentioned, apologized in the court today. Said, no, sir, it was not signed. This document is unsigned. This mentioning here, that's why they do these tricks, so that you get masala. No, ED apologized in the court today, and ED should be prosecuted on 340, 195 for this.
ED has said that they're looking at the documentation.
ED said that this MOU so-called is unsigned. So can an unsigned document become an evidence? I'm a lawyer. This should have been thrown out of the court.
The ED has also said that there are digital and physical records that were seized in the last year, and 239 searches have taken place, including some of the associates of Mr. Sanjay Singh who've been questioned. And he
So
needs to be
ED
interrogated with regard to all of that.
ED remained mum today when they were asked. These statements you're mentioning, they date March 2023. Today is October 2023. Why the 7 months delay? So no answer. So ED was today embarrassed in the court. That is by the court.
Thank you very much.
Court gave only 5 days, they demanded 10 days.
Thank you very much. We just heard from Somnath Bharti about what the Aam Aadmi Party is saying about these allegations. Of course, on the 10th, we'll see what further investigation can the ED bring before the court. Back to you.
Anisha, that's very interesting. Somnath Bharti should say that there is no corroborative evidence. And the fact that this case has been on, as he brings out, for the past 15 months. Let me also bring Amit Bhardwaj into this conversation. Amit, the arrest of Delhi's Deputy Chief Minister or then Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia, the fact that several others have been taken into custody and interrogated, has the ED been able to gather corroborative evidence apart from an accused having turned approver or the second accused or second witness, Sarvesh, his statement being taken? Again, are these under section 164 of the CRPC admissible as evidence in a court of law? Amit?
Well, Gaurav, as you rightly mentioned that it's been months since this investigation is going on. You had raids happening at several places. 239 places were searched by the Enforcement Directorate in this particular case, as well as former Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi, Manish Sisodia, was arrested. Now, Sanjay Singh has been arrested by the ED. Now, what we can clearly say that the morale of Aam Aadmi Party is certainly high right now because of what unfolded in Supreme Court, the kind of observations that have been made in Supreme Court today in regards to Manish Sisodia as to how, ED is yet to show that money trail, that evidence that money had exchanged hands and deeds to Mr. Sisodia, the proceeds of crime is there. So all that is ED has not been able to establish so far in the investigation, so far, in order to oppose Mr. Manish Sisodia's bail. And that is why Aam Aadmi Party is definitely on a higher spirit today, even though the fact remains that Sanjay Singh, MP of Aam Aadmi Party, key leader, key electoral, leader, strategist of Aam Aadmi Party, as well as key India bloc leader, he is in ED custody. The ED had definitely demanded 10 days of custody, and the Rajya court has given 5 days of custody. So in that note as well, only 5 days granted to the Enforcement Directorate. Okay. I spoke to Sanjay Singh when he was leaving Rouse Avenue Court, Gaurav, and Sanjay Singh said that all allegations against him are bogus and that he is not afraid of the central government, of the Bharatiya Janata Party-led central government, or of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So clearly, as far as Mr. Singh is concerned, he remains fearless. On the other side, morale of Aam Aadmi Party
this is moving on two parallel tracks. There is one hearing that's happening in the Supreme Court of India, which is the bail plea of Manish Sisodia, and the other was this hearing that was taking place at the Rouse Avenue Court. And Anisha and Amit, stay with me. We will continue to talk about the legal implications and the political implications of this Delhi liquor investigations. Huge meltdown, huge. As far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, after Sanjay Singh was taken into custody, Aam Aadmi Party cadre and leaders, they took to the streets, not just in the national capital, but also in Punjab, where the Aam Aadmi Party has a government. They're saying this is political vendetta against the Aam Aadmi Party. Sanjay Singh was, of course, earlier produced in Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court by the Enforcement Directorate. Sanjay Singh took on Prime Minister Narendra Modi, saying these arrests are taking place because the BJP foresees a loss in the 2024 general elections.
Delhi liquor dangle explodes. Sensational details revealed after the arrest of AAP MP Sanjay Singh in the liquor policy scam. Sources in ED claim the agency has established money trail between accused turned approver Dinesh Arora and Sanjay Singh. Arora allegedly handed over crores of rupees to Sanjay Singh. ED sources claim they have evidence that Sanjay Singh allegedly received the money. The BJP and AAP are at war. AAP is calling Sanjay Singh's arrest a political witch hunt, while the BJP claims it is the rule of law.
दिनेश अरोड़ा जो बिजनेसमैन है, जो रेस्टोरेंट चलाते हैं दिल्ली में, उनको संजय सिंह जी ने 2020 में फोन करके कहा कि चुनाव दिल्ली के आ रहे हैं, मोटा पैसा इकट्ठा करना है. Some of his issues were stuck in the excise department. और बदले में दिनेश अरोड़ा ने कहा मैंने मोटा माल इकट्ठा किया है, ये पैसा मैंने मनीष सिसोदिया और संजय सिंह को दिया है संजय सिंह के कहने पर, तो मुझे इस एक्साइज के केस से निकाला जाए, मुझे इस एक्साइज के काम में मदद की जाए.
संजय सिंह इसलिए जेल नहीं गए क्योंकि उनके घर पे कुछ पैसे मिले, उनके घर पे कुछ भी नहीं मिला. संजय सिंह को इसलिए गिरफ्तार किया है क्योंकि वो मोदी जी और उनके खास दोस्तों के बीच में जो सांठगांठ है, जो भ्रष्टाचार है इस सरकार का, उसको उजागर करने वाली सबसे बुलंद आवाज है.
Aam Aadmi Party workers on Thursday hit the streets in Delhi protesting against Sanjay Singh's arrest. Marching towards the BJP headquarters, AAP workers breached barricades and fought with the police at the protest site.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी 24 के हार से बौखलाकर पागल हो गई है. भारतीय जनता पार्टी ईडी और सीबीआई के साथ विपक्ष की आवाज को कुचलने की कोशिश कर रही है.
Sanjay Singh is the second high-profile AAP leader after Manish Sisodia to be arrested in the alleged Delhi liquor policy scam. Former Delhi Minister Satyendar Jain is on interim bail for medical treatment after spending months in prison in another money laundering case. Meanwhile, central agencies cracked down in many opposition-ruled states as well. Income tax and ED teams conducted searches in several locations, including Kolkata, Chennai, Hyderabad and Shivamoga in Karnataka. IT officials raided multiple locations in Chennai related to DMK MP Jagat Rakshakan. It is probing educational institutes linked to the MP. The ED raided Bengal Minister Rathin Ghosh's residence in Kolkata over his alleged involvement in municipality recruitment scam. IT officials conducted searches at properties related to BRS MLA Maganti Gopinath in various parts of Hyderabad, including his residence and offices. Bureau Report, India Today.
I once again want to bring in Anisha Mathur into this conversation. Anisha, news that filtered out of the court seemed to indicate, the Rouse Avenue court, that the ED claimed that 2 crore rupees had been paid to Sanjay Singh, and apparently they claimed digital evidence had been recovered from the searches that had been carried out at 239 different locations. Do we have details of what this digital evidence is all about?
Well, Gaurav, the ED has been saying that they have call detail records, they have emails, etc. that have been accessed as part of those 239 raids, and as well as the evidence given by the witnesses, the accused turned approver also. I'm also being joined by Srishti Ojha, my colleague, who was inside the court. So, Srishti, what is the digital evidence that the ED was really asking about? Because what they've mentioned in the court is the phone that they've seized from Sanjay Singh.
Well, yes, as you pointed out, all they've mentioned in the court is that there's certain digital evidence that they've recovered in the searches that they've made after the raids that they recently conducted at Sanjay Singh's house. ED has basically said that they need to confront Sanjay Singh with the digital evidence. When asked by the court what exactly are they referring to, the ED's counsel clarified, saying that there are certain contacts which have been found, and that also in the phone itself, which is why the court questioned that if they already have the phone, why do they need his do they need to interrogate him in their custody? Because the CDR location, etc., can be gathered from the phone itself, which they already have in their possession. However, well, the court did end up granting 5 days PC to ED of Sanjay Singh, so he will be interrogated now. Another question that was also raised, important question that was raised by the court, was when they asked the Enforcement Directorate that the transactions, the 2 crore transactions that they were referring to, both the transactions took place in 2021 and 2022. So they've asked ED, why have they arrested Sanjay Singh now? However, ED has told court that Sanjay Singh has been arrested now because it has been done based on certain statements that they have recently recorded in the month of August this year, which is why now he has to be interrogated again.
So clearly, Gaurav, a lot of things being said by the ED, even as Sanjay Singh's lawyers have tried to refute the arguments. Now, over the next 5 days, as Sanjay Singh is interrogated, we'll find out more about the evidence on 10th of October when he's brought back.
Okay.
Back to you.
Okay, stay with me, Shreya and Anisha. Let me also bring in Amit Bhardwaj into this conversation because, Amit, if we were to talk about the investigation on the parallel track when it comes to Delhi's former Deputy Chief Minister, Manish Sisodia, he's been in custody since February, so close to 8 months in custody, and his lawyer, Abhishek Manu submitted in the Supreme Court that hearsay cannot be evidence. All that the Enforcement Directorate has so far, one is hearsay that does not implicate the petitioner, which is Manish Sisodia, directly. Two, Vijay Nair is not associated with the petitioner. Vijay Nair used to work or report to Atishi and Saurabh Bhardwaj. Explain this statement. Does this actually then widen the scope of this investigation?
Well, Gaurav, whatever has unfolded in the Supreme Court today is going to have two impacts for sure until the next hearing on the bail matter happens. Number one is that Aam Aadmi Party or Manish Sisodia's counsel must be feeling relieved to an extent because the observations of the Supreme Court today are certainly indicating towards something which could be seen as favorable to Mr. Sisodia, where very clearly being said that there's no money trail, no money exchanged found, or no proceeds of crime indicating towards Mr. Sisodia. In fact, if there is something against Vijay Nair, Mr. Sisodia cannot be blamed for that or kept behind bars for that. And as you rightly pointed out, the hearsay argument, that is something which has been pointed out by Supreme Court as well, that all the allegations or all that the Enforcement Directorate so far has against Mr. Sisodia are the statements being given out by the likes of Dinesh Arora. And the Supreme Court has asked that, hearsay or the statements given by one of the individuals cannot be taken as evidence, so to say. So
unless,
the
of course, there
entire
is
matter now
corroborative
has
evidence.
been pinned down to the fact that the enforcement, yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Keep
Yes.
tracking that story. So, Shreya, Anisha Mathur and Amit Bhardwaj, keep tracking that story. I will come back to you for more as this big story develops. India Today has the finest team of reporters on ground to keep you abreast with the latest.